We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
Welcome back, folks. Insanity Check again. I am Ken. This is Skillet Sauce.
Where can they find us? Oh, pray tell.
Well, gee, I think they'll be able to find us on Facebook at Insanity Check. Perhaps you can find us on Twitter at Insanity Check 12. And most definitely, you can check out our YouTube page, Insanity Check Radio, with enhanced versions of our show with all little treats that will make you go, oh, Jesus. I patented that. That's patented.
What's this religious shit, man?
You know, I was just thinking as we were coming back from break. So this cat probably believes.
What do you mean? You don't normally think when we're coming into break?
I'm usually singing in my head.
Oh, yeah. So what are you saying?
Yeah, the last thing we were talking about. Yeah, Todd Aiken. So I guess in his mind, if a dude puts a gun to a chick's head and says, "Don't scream, don't move, or I'll kill you," you sit there and take it. So I guess that's not a legitimate rape because.
Well, it's not wild enough. He's not.
I suppose
because she's not kicking and screaming.
Yeah, I mean, and there's no battery. There's no marks left. You know.
I don't know. I mean, I wish, you know, who knows? Maybe there is an interview with him out there really explaining his views, because it sounds like, you know, first of all, I can't even imagine any sane woman voting to have a person like that in any type of office. I mean, period. And anyone that would is obviously brainwashed. But then obviously if these people in Missouri allow their children to even partake in a system that will, you know, basically deny them, or have, you know, a system placed in forth that will deny them education, I don't even understand that. Because what earth are they fucking living on?
The earth made by God. 6,000 years ago.
6,000 years ago.
FYI.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. Fucking bullshit. Yeah, well, I wonder if God had anything to do with this. So I guess the God of Steve Jobs is ghost.
Steve Jobs was God.
Yeah,
he'll be back, by the way. Steve Jobs.
He'll be resurrected. You know, in case you didn't know, Apple won a $1 billion judgment against Samsung for basically patent infringement just a few days ago. So I'll just read a little bit. Apple scored a sweeping legal victory over Samsung Electronics on Friday as a U.S. jury found the Korean company had copied critical features of the hugely popular iPhone and iPad, and awarded the U.S. company $1.05 billion in damages. As for the countersuit, the jury found Apple did not violate any of Samsung's wireless standards or feature patents, shares of Apple. Now, mind you, in Korea, I believe it was in Korea. No, I believe it was in England or Korea. I forgot where the other case is. They actually found that both of them were liable to a degree. Mm-hmm. So in the United States, they was like, fuck it, you know, it's just strictly Apple. Now,
wonder how that happened.
Yeah, gee. And so this is basically going to create, well, it can create a scenario in which the consumer is going to, if this holds and the appeal process is denied, in order to make a phone that phone that looks like this, okay, with this shape. This shape is one of the things that they said was patented, which is basically a rectangle with rounded corners, okay? So in order for you to have a phone that looks like this, the company will have to pay Apple $30 or $40 per handset. Now, where do you think that is going to get poured down to? It's going to go down to the consumer, okay, which means that clearly, either they're going to have to make adjustments to the handset design, which I believe Nokia has a really unique design for their Windows mobile phone, but I think the shit looks ugly as hell. It looks like an old-fashioned air conditioner remote to me, but you know, whatever. Having any kind of ergonomic round corners is probably going to be a thing of the past. But I think this is just basically an attack on something that was kicking Apple's ass. See, quiet as kept, you know, all the funky ass commercials, you know, the youth oriented commercials with everyone between 18 and 21 or 23, which is all Apple commercials, dancing and gyrating, did not stop Samsung, or more importantly, the Android platform, from being the #1 mobile platform on earth.
Really?
Yeah, Apple can't have that shit. You know, they just can't have that. And they cited something along the lines of damages. But before I even get to that, I just want to read something that Samsung said. Samsung also issued a post-verdict statement saying today's verdict should not be viewed as a win for Apple, but as a loss for the American consumer. American consumer. As usual, stupid fucking. The land of the free. The land of the free where you can patent a shape. So I guess I can patent a circle, I can patent a square, I can patent any fucking thing. So I can patent the shape of a carton of milk. So obviously, if you want to drink any milk, you're gonna have to give Dre some. You gotta give Skillet some money. So I mean, but let me finish. Okay, it will lead to fewer choices. Wait a second, land of the free. I just said that. Fewer choices, less innovation, and potentially higher prices. It is unfortunate that patent law can be manipulated to give one company a monopoly over rectangles with rounded corners, or a technology that is being improved every day by Samsung and other companies. This is not the final word in this case, or in a battle waged in courts and tribunals around the world, some of which have already rejected many of Apple's claims. Once again, around the world, they're looking at this like, come on, man, you guys are all biting this technology. You're going to take something, they're going to take something. There's no one that's innocent in this. Okay, but you have this situation, like I said, where you're creating something, and then Apple came out and said something along the lines of they were afraid that having this shape that is similar, okay, to an iPhone, a person might go into the store, somehow manage to get a Samsung phone instead of an iPhone, which always have a big Apple logo on the back, and Apple on the box, and Apple every fucking where. They'll manage to somehow get out of the store and get into their home, discover that they do not have an iPhone, and not return the phone back to the store. They'll somehow go, damn, I wanted an iPhone. I went to purchase an iPhone. I was wondering why I had an extra $200 because iPhones are more fucking expensive. But who knows? I guess they just like my smile. And I got this phone that I did not want with an operating system that I did not want, but I'm just going to keep it. So, boo-hoo to Apple. Apple lost a customer.
Well, because, come on, Skillet. That happens every day. You go to buy a phone, they take it out of the big-ass box that says Apple. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They charge up incorrectly that you bought an Apple phone.
The boot screen comes up, but they put their elbow over the shit, right? So you can't see the boot screen when it comes up, which has the Apple logo.
And then they just hand you the raw phone.
Yeah.
Because you're confused because of the rounded corners.
Yeah, exactly. And they make sure to put a big sticker on the back door so you can't see that there's no Apple logo there.
Right. And then you go all the way home, and you don't even who the hell actually looks at the phone that they get.
I don't even know what I have in my hand. What color is what color is this shit? I don't even know. Do I have a case on this?
Is that a phone?
I have no idea. I'm not looking at it. I mean, even though I have to interact with it by looking, but hey, you know what can I?
And then you get home, and lo and behold, and you're probably usually on the crapper, which makes it so inconvenient to stop taking a shit and then go and return the phone. And you're just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna finish my dump, and I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep
this phone, this Google phone that I did not want. I mean, now you were looking at me. I mean, what do you think about this shit? I mean, you heard about this, right?
Actually, no.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, yeah.
But I mean, that's business.
I mean, no, I understand. Apple trying to do the fact that the U.S. courts upheld this bullshit. That's the thing that that disheartens me, because overseas they was like, look, just stop this shit. They stopped. They stopped letting. I believe in Germany they told them that they couldn't sell Samsung Galaxy tabs for a minute, and then they was like, you know what? After the shit was over there, like you can sell these shits again, because come on. First of all, the fact that something is a tablet. Okay, this is a tablet right here. Mm-hmm. What the fuck shape is it going to be in order for me to interact with it? I mean, what can you? Is it supposed to be like a bowl? I have to reach my hands in. I mean, you're going to tell me that if it's rectangular, I can't use it unless I have to pay Apple?
Right, you got to sharpen them corners.
Yeah, I got to have fucking laser cut corners and shit. Like, I mean, what kind of stupidness is that?
I mean, it is what it is. I would patent a rectangle if I could.
Now, not only did they do that, they said something about the thickness of the bezel, which means this section here, right. The amount of space before the actual screen starts. Yeah. So they're trying to tell you that, okay, fine, even if you do have straight edges around your tablet, if your border between the black and the actual user interface of the screen is a certain thickness, that's infringement.
Right.
That's infringement.
Turn that up,
exactly. Man. Turn that shit up. I mean, this place is the fucking piss. This place is stupid. And the thing is that they're basically playing on the stupidity of the citizens here because, like I just, I went through this long, drawn-out nonsense, but maybe it's not nonsense. If someone was dumb enough to go, first of all, what kind of sales rep is that to where you go in there for an Apple phone and you're going to give them how do you even get through the setup process at the store?
Well, look, man, like you just said, you pointed out in like 2 or 3 places in this article, the American people, the foreign people, somehow or another, we're just perceived, correctly or incorrectly, to be just stupider than everyone else.
Yeah.
Probably because
they are.
Well, there you go. And this is what, this is again what I keep on talking about with fucking catering to the lowest common denominator. Protecting the idiots. Again, please let nature take its course. If people are too stupid to function in a society that's been set up, there are no fucking, rules that just pop out of nowhere where you have to start walking on your hands and anybody who can't walk on their hands is going to get killed. No,
just basic things.
Just let these people go. Let them walk into a fucking polluted river. Let them carry a fucking.
Let them go into a tar pit. Let them stumble into fucking traffic.
Yeah, let them touch electrified fences. Because they just chose not to look at the sign. Stop rewarding these people in the courts. That's how all this shit was going to stop.
And you're right, and it is basically here because I was looking at early on Friday, a South Korean court found that both companies shared blame, ordering Samsung to stop selling 10 products, including its Galaxy S2 phone, and banning Apple from selling 4 different products, including its iPhone 4. So that is in Korea. Korea was like, you know what? Fuck the both of y'all. You both are stealing from each other. So you know what? That's that.
And they can't even reach the top of their closets. You let these people fucking, come on, man, this is ridiculous. Look, I mean, they're just going to keep taking advantage of us. But the question is, again, are the people in the courts this stupid, or was there some payola?
This was like some huge, they said it was like 100 pages worth of stuff, and they said they deliberated relatively quickly. So I don't even know if the people really paid much attention to it, or maybe it was just American bias. I don't know. Maybe it's those American values, how dare you steal from an American icon company, a company that has more money than the U.S. government, Apple, how dare you even try and steal something from these guys, so we're just going to shut you down, period. Even if it makes you look like a fucking idiot, we're going to shut you down. I mean, jurors received 100 pages of legal instruction from the U.S. District Attorney Judge Lucy Coe on August 21st prior to hearing the closing arguments from the attorney. Lawyers from both tech giants used the 25 hours each of trial time to present internal emails, draw testimony from designers and experts, and put on product demonstrations and mock-ups to convince the jury. What the fucking convince the jury? They just, this is bullshit.
Look, anyway, my iPhone here with the rounded corners tells me that it's time for us to go to another break. And I don't care if it does say Samsung on it.
But this rounded corners. How you like this, man? That's an Apple product, right?
That's Samsung right there.
That's Samsung. No, this is Hewlett Packard because he's too stupid to know what the fuck he's using.
We'll be right back in a few minutes, folks.
Why is Jada Kiss as hard as it gets? Why is the industry designed to keep the artists in debt? And why do we
We're trying to